What is up guys, in this video I will tell you exactly what to do with your next paycheck. Welcome to my channel. It is almost the end of the month and the paycheck is gonna come in soon. Now many of us are even getting a bonus for the previous year. So you might wonder what to do with all of this money. If yes, you click on the right video. In this video, I will share with you the 3 worst things that you can do with your next paycheck. I will also tell you one of the basic finance principles that if you are aware of this principle, you're already far ahead from an average person. And finally, if you stay until the end of the video, I will share with you the 3 best things you can do today with your paycheck so that your future self will thank you for watching this video. If we're meeting for the first time, my name is Huang. I run Huang Makes Money channel all about personal finance. If you find any value in this video, smash it with the like button so that this video gets upvoted, so that this information gets across to more people. Now with no further ado, let's dive right in. The first thing you should be avoiding is impulsive shopping. We as human beings, we tend to go on a shopping spree whenever we get paid. It is like a reward for our psychological brain. It could be buying anything from a new car, a new book, a new toy, a new phone. The next time you buy anything, ask yourself, do I want this or do I really need this? Sometimes it is better to get a good night's sleep, and when you wake up the next day, you just realize, oh, I didn't even need this. The second thing you should be avoiding is not to increase your non-essential expenditure. Again, as our income increases, we tend to increase our non-essential expenditure as well. It could be as little as going for coffee into Starbucks or making coffee at home, or going out for dinner instead of cooking at home. All of these little things add up. The key here is to really keep your expenditure the same or even lowering your expenditure as your income increases. And finally, the last mistake that people do is whenever they get a paycheck, they pay the bills, they pay the mortgage, they pay the rent, they pay the utilities, and maybe the birthday is coming up soon, they buy the present for their spouse, they treat themselves, and finally in the end of the month, whatever is left, they take that, be it a penny, $100, whatever is left, they put it into the saving account. And that is a big, big mistake as well. With all of these mistakes in mind, let me share with you the basic principle in finance. Whenever we receive an income, it is essentially split to 3 different people: your past self, your current self, and your future self. Your past self are the debt that you have accumulated in the past that become your liabilities that you have to pay now. Your current self are the essential stuff such as your utilities, your mortgage, your rent, but also your wants and your needs as of now. But also bear in mind that whatever you buy on credit or the stuff that you buy that you cannot afford just become your past self in the future. And finally, your future self are just your savings and your investments. Now with this in mind, there's this basic 50-30-20% rule. This is the perfect ratio for an average person overall, where 50% of your income goes to your current self to pay off the essential stuff, the 30% goes to your past self to pay off your debt, and 20% goes to your future self to pay for investments and savings. Now I have to remind you that you have to treat your finances as a separate business. You are the chief financial officer of your own finances, and whatever advice I'm gonna give you today, you have to tailor it and adjust the numbers towards your needs. Just to give you an example, if you are a young adult or a university student, your income is still low, so your income just is enough to cover your current and your past self. However, as you become more financially stable, you should really aim to reduce your past self, to eliminate all the debt, and really to make your future self a higher ratio. So for example, some of the millionaires out there only spend 1% of their income on the current expenditure, and they invest 99% of their income into savings and investments. So there you have it, guys, the basic principle of finance. Take your income and split it accordingly to your past self, current self, and future self. And finally, let me dig deep into the juice of this video today. Let me share with you the 3 best things you can do with your next paycheck that your future self will thank you for watching this video. The best thing you can do with your next paycheck is to pay yourself first. You can start as low as 1 or 2% of your monthly income. However, you should be aiming to increase this ratio over time. You can open a separate bank account, set up an automatic transfer, and forget it. With all of this money, you should be aiming to build up an emergency fund 3 to 6 months of your monthly income, or if you already have an emergency fund, aim to invest all of that money. The second best thing you can do with your next paycheck is to pay off your debt. Now, it really depends on what type of debt it is and how much interest you're paying on the debt. Let's say if it's a credit card, I should be aiming to pay it off as soon as I can. Usually credit cards have 12 or 14% interest rate. Paying off the debt is similar to making 12 to 14% guaranteed return. There is no investment in the world that would get you 12 to 14 investment return. If it's a low interest rate debt, such as 1 or 2% mortgage rate interest, then sometimes it is more reasonable to put the money that you have aside to investments that would probably yield higher return. And finally, the third best thing you can do with your next paycheck is to invest in yourself. Buy a book, learn a new language, go for a course. The human capital far outweighs the financial capital in the long run. So especially if you are a young adult or a teenager, you should be really aiming to increase your human capital. It will help you to land new jobs, open new opportunities in the future. So there you have it, guys. The 3 worst things you can do with your next paycheck is impulsive shopping, increasing your non-essential spendings, not saving enough. And the 3 best things you can do with your next paycheck is to pay yourself first, pay off your debt, and invest in yourself. If you like this video, smash it with a like, hit the subscribe button as well, and I will see you in the next video.